All they want to do is party, bro. They don't have a clue what their president, Sleepy Joe, is doing, man. You see? And then you got another deal that's going on. You got, they talking about that Europe might do, I don't know, we'll see how it play out. According to this article, Europe might do an oil embargo on Russia, man. This is another article. Okay? So, we showing you the mind state of the leaders on the world stage, man. While you people are jogging and working out, riding on scooters, taking selfies, you know, in La La Land, this is what's happening on the world stage. Which you people, the masses of you, not even concerned about. You know, and then when Russia fire them missiles over here, you're gonna be looking in the sky talking about why is this happening? Why is this happening to America? What did we do? You're stupid. And you're wicked. That's why you finna get burnt, according to the Bible. Give me that in Peter. Where you at? I wanna go to Psalms, what is it, Proverbs 20 and go to Proverbs 20 and like 24, I want to say. I think that's where it said. Yeah.
This is Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. Man's goings are of YAHAWAH by SHAM YAHAWASHI. How can a man then understand his own way?
So the Heavenly Father controls everybody's steps. He's the ultimate puppet master. So he controlling the American leader's steps, and he controlling Russia's steps, Putin them steps, okay? And he controlling them to where they will bring forth this Third World War. You see? So it don't matter how strong you are, okay? It don't matter how smart you are, okay? It doesn't matter how good of a warrior you are. All your steps is controlled by the Heavenly Father and His Son. They're the ultimate puppet masters, man. All right? So go back to Job for me, 23 and 15. And then go to Peter, 1 Peter, the 3rd chapter.
This is Job chapter 23, verse 13.
15.
Oh, Salaki. 23 and 15.
Okay.
This is Job chapter 23, verse 15. Therefore am I troubled at his presence. When I consider, I am afraid of him.
So, understanding that the Most High, YAHAWASHI, is the open puppet master, that's why we scared of him. We know. You see? That's why we're afraid of YAHAWASHI, man. Because my phone keep cutting off, man. Hold on, I don't know. This is something else. That's what. Right, that's why we're afraid of YAHAWASHI, man. Because we know that they the ultimate puppet masters, man. They control everybody, man. You see?
It's like you said, your children, if you have your children with you, the only reason your children are with you in the first place is because YAHAWASHI is allowing it. Because he can take them.
Yeah,
and your wife.
but also he can use them as a distraction.
Right.
So you gotta watch out for that too, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch out for that too, man. Hey, you brothers out there that got children and wives and stuff, and I'm speaking on it because I know, I experienced it. So you talking to a man that, you listen to a man that experienced it, okay? Your children can be a distraction, and your old lady can be a distraction, man. Okay? Heavy, man. Satan will use them, man. Satan know your weaknesses. Okay? And he know you care about that woman, he know you care about them children, and if he can use them, he will, to where you will end up putting YAHAWASHI on the back burner, man, just to please them, man. See? So you gotta watch it, man. You gotta watch it. So you ain't talking to no man that ain't experienced. I mean, you ain't listening to no man who ain't got no experience in it, because you got some of these jakes out here be talking that ain't got no kids and ain't got no old lady. I ain't seen none of them. I ain't never been through it. I ain't never lived with no woman. Right. Don't know.
You're right, Doc, because it's a difference between you actually experiencing it, actually going through it, than not going through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, for an example, you know, you being in the truth with no woman or no children, and then being in the truth with them. You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Until you experience it.
You see? And the scriptures do tell you, man. The scriptures do warn you of that you should have trouble in the flesh, man. Right? Matter of fact, we're gonna get there. You know where it's at? 1 Corinthians. Chapter 11, I want to say. Let me make sure. If it ain't 11, it's 7. Let me go over there and see. Y'all bear with us. Yes, 7. Yeah. Verse 28. 7 and 28. 1 Corinthians 7 and 28.
All right, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 28. And if thou marry, thou hast not sinned. And if a virgin marry, she has not sinned.
Virgin is a young woman. Go ahead.
Nevertheless, such shall have trouble in the flesh.
Such shall have trouble in the flesh. Now we're going to look up the word trouble right there. So you brothers, see you brothers, man, you gotta realize, man, like I told this brother, man. Look, man, when you in this truth, man, which I got this from the apostles, you are your worst enemy. And then on top of that, which I didn't get this from the apostles, I had to learn this on my own through the Spirit. Money and these women, that right there cause a lot of brothers to fall out, man. Okay? Money and these women, man, cause a lot of brothers to fall out, man. To fall out this truth, man, and give up, man. You see? Money and these women, man, cause a lot of these brothers to fall out, man. You know? Trouble. I had to learn that, man. One of these women that cause you brothers to fall out, man. If you ain't rooted, man. You see? Go ahead.
All right, this is Strong's G, 2347.
Are you tracking across?
G 2347.
Ellipsis. It says oppression.
Oppression,
Affliction.
man. Oppression, man. You should have trouble in the flesh. You should have trouble in the flesh. Oppressed, man. Oppression, man. Go ahead.
Affliction.
Affliction.
Tribulation.
Tribulation. Look up the word tribulation in the etymology online, man. After you finish reading that.
Tribulation is a noun. It says a state of affliction or oppression, suffering, distress.
Suffering, distress, man. So you get with a woman, okay? You in distress. She don't care. Because she glad that you're a slave to her. Okay? She glad that you're a slave to her, man. She don't care that you in distress, man.
Right.
And that you trying to serve YAHAWASHI. She don't give two shits about that, bro. And by you in love with her, and by you being in that mind state, and you trying to follow her and keep her up under you, you end up going back into the world, man. If you're not financially getting finances coming in and you with her, she uncomfortable, you're gonna be in distress. She's gonna be ready to go. See, I know, man.
It's true.
I know. See, so a person that's green, they can't really tell you that, man, because they don't know, man. They ain't experienced that, man. You see? Man, I gotta tell you all type of stuff about these women, man. I just don't do it. You know? And I've had my fair share, but I just don't, you know what I'm saying? Because the scriptures warn you, Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. That right there alone, you see that right there alone, you should automatically be like, okay, this is what it is. I shouldn't have to go into deep detail on how these women are. That right there alone, hearing that right there alone, that should be an eye opener. Okay? That should be an eye opener, man. That alone, man. Go ahead, bro.
Let's see what else.
Suffering, man. Tribulation, suffering, man. It's a lot of brothers that got women that suffer. You know? They're suffering, man. But they still doing the work, man. They fight, man. But some of them lose the battle and go to the world, man. You see? And then you got brothers that don't have no woman. Okay, say for instance, you got brothers that don't have no woman, or want a woman to get a woman, and end up fucked up. You know what I'm saying? They want to be free from a woman and get over the woman that they was with. You know what I'm saying? And find a new woman and be fucked up, man. And be right back fucked up, man. They can't figure out why it's happening to them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Most I warned you, man.
Right.
Continue on reading in Corinthians.
It says, but I spare you. Verse 29. But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth.
Read it loud, because you got this shit.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 29. But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none.
You better put all your energy into the Heavenly Father and His Son, man. Time is short, man. I mean, you do your duties concerning the woman, man, but your main focus is YAHAWASHI, man. You see? Go ahead, bro.
It says, verse 30, and they that weep as though they weep not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not,
Go ahead.
and they that buy as though they possess not.
Yeah, because all this place gonna get burnt, man. So don't put all your energy into that. Don't be happy because you got an old lady, man. She might not make it. You know what I'm saying? You weep because you ain't got no woman. Like 7 women should take hold of 1 man, man. It's coming. Look at Ukraine, man. I always use that example because it's on the front lines, man. It's all over the news, man. Look at all them women and children, man. And you don't know what their husband, the state of their husband. You know what I'm saying? They might not never see their husband again. They in Ukraine fighting. And the way them Russians is doing over there.
Not showing it in the U.S. media, man, but they're
mop up, mop up, mop up. Yeah, man, mop up.
The Russian Defense Ministry said Saturday, high-precision long-range air-based missiles fired by the Russian Aerospace Forces disabled logistics terminal at a military airfield near Odessa, where a large batch of foreign weapons received from the United States and European countries was being stored. In one of the segments of the Kherson region, Russian servicemen detected and destroyed a fortified area occupied by Ukrainian nationalist units. As a stronghold, the nationalists used a brick building of a local secondary school located in the immediate vicinity of residential buildings. Ukraine will continue the evacuation of civilians from the besieged city of Mariupol on Saturday. Ukrainian Deputy Prime Minister Irina Vereshchuk said Ukraine and Russia have reached a preliminary agreement on establishing a humanitarian corridor to evacuate civilians from Mariupol earlier this week. A dramatic escalation. 2 British fighters captured in Ukraine by Russian forces were broadcast on Russian state TV. Both men, looking haggard, appealed to British Prime Minister Boris Johnson to negotiate their release and asked to be exchanged for pro-Russian politician and Putin ally Viktor Medvedchuk. The 2 men have been identified as British nationals Sean Pinner and Aidan Aslan. It is unclear how freely the 2 men were able to talk. Both men fought on the Ukrainian side in Mariupol, which is now almost under Russian control. The families of both Pinner and Aslan have appealed for their release and said that they were working with the UK government to ensure that their rights as prisoners of war were being upheld according to the Geneva Convention.
To Moscow, talking to Narendra, to Prime Minister Modi today, it's clear that he has already intervened several times, and I'm sure this is no secret from our Indian friends. He's intervened several times with Vladimir Putin, really to ask him what on earth he thinks he's doing and where he thinks this is going.
The Prime Minister also used the press conference to acknowledge the war in Ukraine could go on to the end of next year and that Russia could win it. He outlined a whole series of security guarantees for Ukraine, though, that could be part of a solution to the crisis. And he announced a new British contribution to Ukraine's war effort, effectively, indirectly supplying tanks by backfilling an order of tanks that would go from Poland to Ukraine.
Hey, man, and they already caught 2 British soldiers over there, man. So you got NATO in there, man. And you got America steady funding, steady doing what they doing. And then while they pushing all them weapons in Ukraine, they don't know where them weapons going, man. They don't know, man. And Donbass, The Russians surround that, man, in that cauldron, man. Them military men are done over there, man. Ukrainian military, whoever else with them in that military, they done, man. The Azov battalion, man, in that area is done, man. They done, man. Because them Russians gonna mop them up, man. You got the Chechens in there, man. They cutthroat, man. They gonna mop them up, man. And then you got, man, there's so much news on it, man, on dealing with Ukraine, man. You got them Russians ain't even using a lot of the stuff that they got, man, because they know it's a major war that's gonna take place between Russia and the United States, man. They know it, man. So they ain't even using all the stuff that they got, man. All the military hardware, man. They ain't even using it all, man. They just sit back watching, man. Watching America and watching. Sit back watching America do the goofy, man. And the Most High, YAHAWASHI, got that bird right, man. You see? Got that bird right. Continue on in that, then we're gonna jump.